Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Into the secondary again. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Looking for the ends, and this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. 25 yards for the touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He shakes him off, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
50's the mic. 50's the mic.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Bravo!
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chargers will get the football at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense. They got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Tackle made there by Frank Clark. Here's a 75.
Check it back.
Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Get back.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Touchdown, L.A. Cam Newton now with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101.
He's got a man, complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. He completes it to Jones. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Here's Hill on the return. A field position changer there. 49 yards on the punt. Couple that with a loss on the return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time. See if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On the counter, here's Williams. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Brought down back at his 2-yard line.
These two teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied, 14-14.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. from his end zone. Mahomes on 3rd and long. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. An excellent gain, 35 yards. They took a real chance there, throwing deep from their own end zone.
Yeah, just think about it this way. If you take that shot, which they just did, you're giving those pass rushers an extra chance to get you. Your escape hatch behind you is gone because the end line is there. Yet at the same time, they took the gamble, and boy, did it pay off.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10.
43! 43!
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
First and 10 at the
Mahomes now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Even. 4 down. Even.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 41, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now a 1st down carry, it's Williams. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Chargers' 13-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, 4 down.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. This is Watkins. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10.
Mike 53. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Check, 53.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
To try again after the sack. Newton dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Throwing on 2nd down. Newton. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Now a draw play. This is Jones. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Newton. And that's complete to Cooks. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 11, and it's 3rd down.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Out of the gun, Newton. And that will be incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. To throw is Newton. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Let's go, let's go.
Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That'll allow them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Newton. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's fourth down. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll run it with Jones. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Aaron Jones, as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Badgley on for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
No. 64, weak.
Now Williams. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Attack! Under 43, 15.
Williams. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Newton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton as they have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, that's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
180, 56 is the mark. 65, 65.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And an alley to run. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL, but it seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. On 1st down, Jones. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Newton. It's caught by Jackson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
That's it. 180. 20.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Complete to Jones. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Badgley able to punch this one through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
They have, by the way, gone to the 3rd quarter now at Ford Field in Detroit. And the Lions adding more points to their total, extending that lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw, eluding the pressure right. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. Mahomes now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. He is going to find Hill here. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Mahomes to throw once more. He's got his man on the comebacker. That's Watkins. Well, they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
15 mine. Danny.
Hero 15.
Mahomes now to throw. And it'll be intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 30. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
At the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end.
And an alley to run. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Cam Newton, 36 yards. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Mahomes going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep here for Watkins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Newton forced, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes.
Brandon Cooks. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And they're able to up the lead by one more.
Next to score, Chargers 52. Chiefs.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches, be honest, don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Working from the gun, Mahomes completes it to Hardman. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Not that time for Watkins, and it's 3rd and short. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
This is caught by Williams. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Let's get it. Exit.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Mahomes in the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Tight right.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Hey, tight.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for our visitors, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.